Everybody. Okay. I just saw on my my Discord. Shawnee's playing Celeste. So he must be trying to 100% that game. Happy for him. I love Celeste. I think I did end up 100%ing that. Well, I guess not. I did everything except the golden strawberries because I just thought like I thought the normal levels in Celeste, like the farewell chapter and all the seasides and stuff, was like my favorite kind of challenge. The golden strawberries seemed like just infuriating, like just the frustrating part of platformers, where dying is punished so much more in a game where I feel like dying represents progress. So fuck that. But besides the golden strawberries, I believe I did everything in Celeste. I love that game. It's great. All right, gamers. Here's the deal. Here is the deal. I have a sinus infection. That's why I missed Tuesday's stream. I had like 2 exams yesterday, so I didn't have a choice but to go to those because one of my professors has a strict no reschedule policy. Love it. So I just had to do my best with a sinus infection, and I got like a 45% because it was a really hard exam, and I'm like not feeling great. So can't help but feel like that's a little unfair. I could, that's a whole separate rant. I should save that for a game where I have time to rant. One of the most unfair exams I've ever taken. Maybe the most unfair. Just like terribly written. Extremely unfair. It was for my instrumental analysis class, which is like the worst kind of chemistry. It's like a whole class concentrated on like my least favorite part of chemistry, which is just, it is just like the definition of just cram and then regurgitate. Because like I love the numbers part of chemistry. I love the math part. So I'm really actually enjoying physical chemistry. It's really hard, but it's really interesting, and I like math. Instrumental analysis is like the only mathy parts are just like spreadsheet shit, like basically accounting, which is easy but boring. And then the rest of it is just like the whole unit consists of like a 50 slide slideshow with a ridiculous amount of text on it, where you just have to memorize like 12 different types of detectors that you can use in gas chromatography. Remember everything about them. So boring. So boring. That test was super fucking unfair because the whole first unit was seemingly split 50-50 in terms of content covered and on our problem sets. It was 50-50 split between like numbers stuff of like actually working with numbers when you get like your peaks from chromatography, like working with like resolution and the retention factor and stuff like that. And then the other 50% was just like conceptual, like memorize what all these detectors do and when you should use them and blah, 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 blah. Which is the part that I was less confident about. But I was like, hey, even if I fail this exam, I know that the half of the exam that's based on numbers, I'm gonna ace. No matter what. Guess what? This dude had the gall to, 1, give us a practice exam. That was the exact structure I expected, which was, it had a big question that covered about 40% of the points. That was all numbers, and then the rest was like multiple choice and free response. That was more conceptual stuff. That's what I expected, and I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna nail that like 40% numbers, and then whatever. Practice exams suck? Not true. Practice exams are wonderful and extremely helpful, provided that they represent the exam. And I get, obviously, you shouldn't have your practice exam be identical to the exam because then people could just memorize all the answers from that and whatever. But what frustrated the hell out of me is that in the practice exam, 40% of the exam was numbers, 60% wasn't. This dude had the gall to give us that exam to study with, and then on the actual exam, it was nothing like the structure of the practice. Not even like it was like the questions were different, they should be different. He had the gall to give us a formula sheet to study, right? A formula sheet, and then proceeded to ask 0 questions that involved those formulas just to trick us. What the fuck? That's not even learning at this point. That's just trying to trick your students so they get lower grades. What the fuck? Literally baited? I was not baited. It's bad writing. It's like we're playing a fucking deception game. You're supposed to teach everybody. Like, what the hell? The whole first page of the exam was like 10 formulas that I had down, and then not a single one was used on the exam. 0 of them. The whole exam was conceptual. And I figured it would be like big concept stuff because that's how it was in the practice exam. Nope, this dude just pulled any one sentence from anywhere in the slideshow, no matter how small the font is, no matter how obscure it is, and just asked a question about that. There's also a trick question on there, which is like, I thought we grew out of that in middle school. I thought they did that in like middle school because it's like, oh, you got to read the question all the way through. But like, we're just going to do trick questions in an advanced college level course. Like, seriously, there's this one question that was like, which of the following GC detectors is most universal? And then there were 4 detectors. And I remembered on the slideshow that one of the detectors was marked, it was bolded and underlined with the text most universal detector. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I remembered that. It's, I already forgot because I crammed. Refraction index. I was like, oh my God, it's refraction index. Awesome. I remember this. It's the most universal detector. Bang. I'm so glad I nailed that. Turns out that was wrong because, according to him, technically, refractive index is an LC detector, not a GC detector. Which I had that thought on the exam. I was like, wait, I mean, refractive index is technically LC, but he's kind of been using GC as an umbrella term for this whole unit. So I'm probably overthinking it. And then I was like, but also, that's probably wrong because 3 out of these 4 answer choices are technically LC detectors, not GC detectors. But I'm probably overthinking it because the only one of these detectors that can be used for GC is marked on our PowerPoint as not universal. But also, that was the answer he was looking for because even though it's not universal, technically it's the most universal of the options because the rest are technically LC detectors and not GC detectors. So even though it's the least universal of those 4, it's the right answer because technically it's the only GC detector. Shut the fuck up! You're not teaching anybody anything! Oh my God. It was the most frustrating exam I've ever taken in my life. Ugh. So stupid. So of course I got 45%, but thankfully all my friends in the class also failed it. So we're hoping for a curve, but at the same time there's like, you know, now that we're in like the really advanced chem stuff, all the people who took chem classes just for like prereq stuff are everybody left is like chem majors. It's the only people doing it for prereqs. So at this point everybody, like 90% of any given class is just like the most teacher's pet person you could ever imagine who's been doing research one-on-one with a professor for 6 years and is on a first name basis with all the professors. The number of people in my class who are on a first name basis with my professor is exhausting. So, you know, they all aced it because, you know, they hang out with him every day and he probably told them the structure of the exam. It's fucking whatever. He's going to brag that everyone failed. Oh, he's absolutely going to brag that everyone failed. He's going to be like, you guys need to learn how to study right. It's like, oh my God, whatever. So yeah, I have a sinus infection. My throat really hurts. It hurts more now that I scream, but I was just really mad. I'm still really mad about it. But yeah, I get one every like few months, so I'm used to it. But so my head is not very clear. Thankfully, today is trial day in Danganronpa, so take a bite of my banana. So I won't have to do any voices, which is good because I don't think I'd be able to. Yeah. You've had a bad week, lil bro. I actually had a really nice week. That was annoying, but even just yesterday, after that really frustrating failed exam, I went straight from there to trivia. We my friends and I went to like trivia night on campus and we won. And it's not like we knew everything. We were very much not winning, but the final question, we were like in the back of like, there were a bunch of teams, so we were definitely not in first. But the final question was like Final Jeopardy style, and every single team in the room bet everything they had, and we were the only ones who got it right by pure chance. Did you get like a guitar one time? Yeah, freshman year. I'm shocked you remember that because that was like 3 years ago. Yeah, we won a guitar in freshman year, and then yeah, so I actually really had a very nice week. Also, the fuck you talking about, lil bro? The fact that you're using the phrase lil bro means I'm almost positive I'm older than you. I'm gonna peg you at 14. I'm gonna peg you at 14-year-old TikTok. That's my guess. So anyway, I actually did have a nice week. But yeah, sinus infection. Let's play the game. Sorry, I just had too many cool things to talk about. Fun stories I wanted to mention. Sorry for not getting into the game faster. So yeah, very tired. I'm 18. Okay, I'm still older than you. But yeah, I've got, funnily enough, my nose is really clear, but my throat really hurts. I've got whack congestion. My ears are screwed. My eyes are very screwed. And my head's not very clear. So this is like the perfect time to do one of these trials, because I really need something to offset that first trial. I can't tell if I was supposed to be like 10 or something. My God, this fucking game. Hi, by the way. I get like actually physically hot. Like frustrated. I get like the hot kind of frustrated whenever I boot this game. It is so fucking annoying how loud this game is. So obnoxious. Like that is the best way to make someone hate your theme song. I already hate that song. It's catchy. I already hate it because of how fucking loud it is. Okay. Let's do it. Bruh. I'm gonna turn this shit down again. There you go. All right. Let's get it done. We get face cam today. There's been face cam on every Danganronpa stream and Inscription stream for the last like 2 months. But we do get face cam today. Put the baseball shirt? It is. Look, it's the little blue fishes. Hooray. Okay. Let's get down to it. Unfortunately, all of my investigating happened last week. So I don't remember any of the evidence. So this might be tough. Oh, I do still have to do some of it. Okay. Let me get some water and then I'll do my best. Okay. Here we go.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid decisions. Questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. I gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
Now I'm good. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly... It's the corniest shit. He says this every time. A deadly class trial. I will save my data. There we go. I don't remember the controls. Set skills. I forgot about skills. These are so useless. Downshift reduces your aim speed. I'm okay. Increases your aim speed. I guess I'll increase my aim speed. Melodious voice. I have a. That's it. Okay. Well. All good. Let's go.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
We've already done this, dude.
Your votes will determine the results.
It's a trial.
If you can figure out who done it.
Sorry, I'm already frustrated. I should be more positive. A lot of people really love this game.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened and the
Okay,
wolf.
I can't. I'm sorry. I literally.
Talk about the murder weapon.
Sounds good, brother. Brother Bear. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. I don't remember. Okay, one option. It's the dumbbell. These are so fucking easy. How do you,
It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument.
Uh-huh.
What kind of blunt instrument?
Dumbbell. Click. No. Think you have some proof that contradicts what I said? Yes. I guess it's technically not a contradiction. Whatever. Who cares? I'm just trying to inform you, dude.
Fatal injury.
Whatever. It's fine.
It appears it was a head wound.
That I agree with.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But
Everybody talk a
what
little
kind of
faster,
blunt
please.
Instrument could it have been?
A little quicker.
I bet it was
Dumbbell.
an iron pipe.
You're a stupid bastard.
No, that's wrong.
Fucking moron.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell?
No.
Found at the scene of the crime?
We can't. Just because it had blood on it? What do y'all not...
It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that.
Why
kind of
would they
injury.
leave it there? If that was the murder weapon. Dude, if I was like in this group right now, I'd be like, oh my God. Okay. So I can just kill somebody. And like if I cover up my tracks even slightly, it'll throw them so far off. I'm like getting out of here scot-free,
The wound
dude.
on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Okay, we have someone who checked that. Good job.
As
You
far
actually
as I'm
understand.
concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Okay.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah, you have it's an investigation, Howie.
That's so creepy.
All right, bro.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although
Thanks, man.
I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Already clear? Is it the Kool-Aid Man?
What?
You can't
For
see
real?
him.
Chihiro
John Cena?
is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? No. A new element has been added in non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, if they get them as obstacles in your debate. But there is a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. That's a clever name. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but your action difficulty... Oh, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Absolutely not. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. I have a question. Everybody stop. Everybody shut up. Shut up. Oh, no, that's controls. Oh, there's no, like, settings. Okay. I was wondering if I could change my difficulty mid-trial because I wish I set it to the hardest one. Or like Genocide Jack off or something. I don't know. Good one, dude. The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Genocide Jack case file is my only bullet.
Impossible.
Why?
They should
What
call it
makes
pink
it
noise.
impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
You're dumb.
No, that's wrong.
But I also agree with you. Because I don't think it was Genocide Jack.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Let's hear it, Makoto.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
You did not find it, dude. Byakuya showed it to
Guess
you.
It's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
You sound so natural when you
The why
talk.
of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
It's a terrible... What a stupid sentiment in a trial. You know, trying to figure out why seems like a lot of trouble. So let's just table that. Dude, we're in court. That's like the whole point.
Importantly, It outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
It's true.
According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
Number 1, the murder victim always dies.
First is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
That's correct.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
It was a joke, Owie.
But more important
Sorry.
is the other characteristic. And
My head's
something
killing
that
me.
has never been made public.
I'm gonna pop an Advil while Rich Boy's talking. Whisper sweet nothings into my ear, Byakuya, while I slide sweet Advils into my lips.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
I don't know.
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Why? I don't remember. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know. If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Dude, are you fucking kidding? If I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. How it was positioned. Dude.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack,
Who is this game for?
suspends the body in a certain way.
This game would be great for people learning English. Like a great game to play for people learning English so they can work on their English.
Other than the killer,
That's not true. The dialogue is
people who
so
know
fucking
about
awkward
this
and
are the
unnatural in this
higher-ups
game.
the police department.
Yeah.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Not really.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Because the file was in the library, which everybody has access to. And even then, you told me that this is something that you have access to. Byakuya, you're incriminating yourself.
There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Wait, and what's that?
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Celeste does not give a shit about what's happening right now.
No fucking way.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
I guess.
Yes. In fact, it's Toko.
Oh my god. I actually really like how he said that.
What?
I thought that was pretty interesting writing. That's like the first. I liked that. It caught me off guard.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
It's true. No.
What? Hey. Okay. Wait. Hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever. Remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The
All
answer
right.
is yes and no.
Anybody here who has DID or anything similar, brace yourselves for some of the most insensitive shit you've ever seen.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Dude, nothing has happened. We just said he hit her with the dumbbell. That's all we got. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? I will say, apparently they do use slurs against mentally ill people, so prepare for that. Awesome. Awesome. We're playing Hangman, bitches. What? The fuck is this? No! No way! You've gotta be fucking kidding me.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
They make you spell it. They make you spell it out. Also, in other news, how bad would that have looked if I was wrong. That was a big risk I just took. Imagine how bad that would have looked if I was wrong. And I hit S and it wasn't there. Is that a slur? Yeah. Pretty sure. Oh my god. That is crazy. Okay. Oh my god. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
All of a sudden now he's using proper terminology. This is so bizarre. Okay, so he at least he's keeping the inside thoughts in. That like the bar's low, but I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and
Also,
say that
schizophrenia
about
is not
superpowers-
the same as... Yeah, it's not. They're different.
Perfectly
Whatever.
acceptable.
That
Toko's strange
blew
behavior
my
after seeing the
mind.
body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
This game wasted no time shocking my whole system. I thought I would have a lot of trouble getting energy up with my sinus infection. 12 minutes. Already, I like had to get up from my chair. The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality has to do with her behavior. Oh man, her behavior changed. Are they always gonna just like save the word?
Totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
It's true. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Yeah, I was there. I was there. I was there. I was there. Pushed her head real hard. The world has whatever. Who gives a shit? Who actually cares? We all saw it.
Acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy color just completely disappeared.
Now is the time for me to inject a little light comedy into this. The fuck?
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Shut up.
Not to mention, once she
Sorry.
regained consciousness
It's a little
and saw
mean.
Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
It's true.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
I guess.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah. Pretty much. She literally said it out loud. Yup. She, like, not even in a subtle way. Yeah, drive out the killer. Yup.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't
Whatever.
to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Oh my god.
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
I don't know. Also, girl, you definitely didn't do it. As much as I would love for you to not be in this game anymore, it was not you.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her.
Yeah.
What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Oh, did she confide in him and he promised not to tell?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
I can relate to that. I feel like that's just most alphas feel the same way. Like, put me on a basketball court. Awoo, dude. Throat
And
is
that
already
trepidation
killing
is
me.
what caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Trepidation, that's a big word, Byakuya.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
See, this would be a great time. If I'm Toko, that's like, oh, okay, great. There's still people who don't believe him. Perfect. So I just have to keep saying it's a lie, but she's totally gonna be like, how could you tell them?
Said
Yeah.
you wouldn't tell anyone.
Dumbass.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Who do you think you're talking
You
to?
have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
I guess.
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Damn, son. 2 of my least favorite characters. Duking it out. Well, yeah, they are like 2 of my least favorite characters for completely different reasons. Toko is one of my least favorite characters because she's obnoxious and creepy and weird, and I don't like her. And then Byakuya is one of my least favorite characters because he is so fucking boring. He is so boring. He doesn't have a fun talent. He doesn't have a fun outfit. He doesn't have a fun personality. He is so boring. So I don't like either of them. Oh, God.
Besides, you broke your promise first.
How so?
You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
Damn, girl.
That promise.
Zip. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep her promise. Don't worry, never again. Won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. She tried to tell y'all.
If I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
Oh, damn, that's a shame. What about the psychic guy? He's just irrelevant. Yeah, but he's irrelevant in a more conventionally comedically pleasing way, because he's like irrelevant in a dumb way. He's just lost. Whereas Byakuya is like irrelevant, but also doesn't have anything endearing about him, like ever. So boring. Well, because Byakuya and Toko are 2 of my favorite characters. What could you possibly see in these people? I get Toko because it's like you don't have to like someone for them to be one of your favorite characters. Because like Toko is very interesting and has a strong personality, but Byakuya, what is there to latch onto with that guy?
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I guess not.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
but your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
Okay.
All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Oh.
Person, you don't mean.
That's all it took? How did you ever expect to be able to control this if that's all it took? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second...
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
I guess. It's Genocide Jill. Okay.
What the heck?
Honestly? Yeah. First thing you said that I can relate to.
What are you gonna do?
Put that thing away. Yeah, seriously. What the hell are we doing?
The ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Didn't I say at some point earlier that I thought there would be like an ultimate serial murderer? I thought it was gonna be Kyoko though. I think in like a past stream I had some theory that there would be an ultimate serial murderer, but I thought it was Kyoko. Okay, well, I got partial credit.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know, dude.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality.
This is not textbook split personality.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
She's so intense.
I guess.
Sound and murderous mind, sound and murderous body.
It's a stupid line.
Is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes! That's a great point. Sakura is another character who, like... I put Sakura in the same boat as Hiro, of someone who has yet to provide even a shred of anything meaningful to this story, but I like her. She has brought nothing to the table. If anything, she's slowed everybody down, especially... She was N037. She's full of bangers, dude.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know.
I guess.
Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
You are winning me over with the baseball reference.
Dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun.
I don't know if I like this. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
Okay.
Then it's not true.
This is overwhelming my brain to the point where like I can't make commentary anymore. I don't understand what.
It's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
Yo.
I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Yeah. Do you think there should be reform?
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Based? Question mark.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive.
Untrue.
The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
In your case, yeah, I would agree.
Kidding again.
Man, this is annoying.
This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
But wait.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
What? Yeah. What is the motive?
What Monokuma told us. If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours,
oh,
memory or secret would be revealed.
That is a good point. That would be life-changing for Toko.
Let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide
Being
Jack.
in jail forever.
If a
Best case
secret
scenario.
like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
So that's actually a good point. I forgot about what the motive was.
That side of herself exposed.
That is true.
Very, very, very interesting.
I guess. Yeah, it really puts it in perspective that mine was that I wet the bed in like 5th grade.
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
I trust her.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Anybody could have.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I believe her.
I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Love it. Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. Spit it out. What she said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Again. I need more water. I can't breathe. Again. Status of the dead body. Yeah, it was,
I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any
I do
of us
not
to
remember
believe
the
it?
status of the dead body. I'm sure when I see it, it'll make sense.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
I don't know. Probably not. Fuck. Damn it. You know control to fast forward.
You killed her.
Thank you. The fuck is remembering Chihiro's body? That must have been the answer.
You say that, but
perhaps if you had an
when you compare the modus operandi, what more?
Oh, fuck. I was zoning out.
You killed her.
Again!
You say that.
Again!
When you compare your past,
The modus operandi matches completely.
It probably doesn't. I don't remember. I'm sure you'll say it though.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same?
I guess
I'm
not.
so sure about that. I
Can you
think
show me
there's
the
a
picture
slight
again?
difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Give me a side by side.
How's it any different?
Give me a side by side. Yeah.
Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Okay, she'll just tell us.
I murder with passion and conviction.
Oh, that's right. They were all men. I forgot that was the whole point. Is everyone she murdered was a guy, was a dude, a fella.
And I have a very particular way of doing things.
Clearly.
Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything.
I don't know why that's a weird analogy. This is a very gruesome way to go, by the way. All the scissors. Jesus.
But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Honestly, she brought it back around. I'm a fan of the analogy now.
This is no creation of mine.
Yeah, I buy it.
Let me rephrase that. In a way
Guy on the
that
top
maybe
left looks like
makes
the
more
guy from Baymax.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide
One.
Jack cases and this one.
Not a fella. 2. I don't remember what it was. There's one clear difference between the murders. The photos in the Genocide Jack cases. Look at the neck and stomach. The fatal injury. Oh, that's right. There were no scissors.
The cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way.
Wow, did they really just... Yeah. They did copy paste the exact text for both articles. It's all exactly copy pasted.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
Not a pair of scissors, dude. Like 20.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Yeah.
That is remarkably different from the other murders.
It's true.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
It would,
And
I
there's
guess.
One more conflicting detail.
Fella.
Right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
You lost me. You dragged it on for too long.
You saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
I guess we're not going to talk about the all men thing. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. That's right. It was the extension cord. I completely forgot what was used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
It's not a rope.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
I wonder if they're going to make me spell out scissors with the hangman.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Okay, no, he's just going to say it. Thank you.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
So you're telling me after this trial's over, we're just going to have to keep on living with this girl? We're going to have to just keep on living knowing that this girl's out there somewhere? I would not leave my room. I'd lock the door. And then I'd only come out for food if somebody else came to meet me. That's it.
You know what else?
Let's just barricade her in her room until she dies of natural causes. Is that murder? If we all work together, does it count?
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac is pretty cute.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
That's right.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Yeah, the gender identity.
You really didn't notice?
This game would never use that kind of language.
In each Genocide Jack case, there's a
They were fellas.
waiting to be discovered.
They were young men.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Don't say it like that. Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, whatever, who cares? If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... Oh, it's because she was a girl! Oh, fuck!
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
I guess!
Bingo! Bullseye right
Whatever. Yep.
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide
know.
Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
And what's that, brother? Lay it on me. Ken Harada. When I was 14, damn.
They were all guys?
That's correct.
The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men.
She's like that one girl from My Hero with the vampire teeth and the little syringes, whose name escapes me.
I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
I guess.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
It's creepy. Don't do Toga dirty like that. Oh, come on. I knew there would be a huge crowd out there who the moment they gave her some sort of backstory were like, okay, well, she came from a bad place. She has killed so many people! It's like the same thing as like on TikTok when people fucking... When people, there will be like a TikTok post of like an actual like terrible criminal getting a life sentence for like shooting his entire family, and the whole comment section people being like, yo, why he kinda, and it's like, fucking read the room. Are you serious? Like, some families lost a child because this man killed them, and you're like, shut the fuck up. Anyway.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
I guess.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Guess not.
When Italian chefs suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Girl, drop it.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
I guess Twice is the only villain we give a pass to. Yes. Your lips to God's ears.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
What?
Lowly cur?
Yeah, I'm lost.
Never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Do it for fun.
If by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That's a great point.
That does make some amount of sense.
It's a great point.
Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors.
Do you have them on you? Because if you do, that would be damning evidence.
Big, stupid, heavy dumbbell.
Do you have the scissors?
You used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Do you have them?
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Whip them out.
Sure about that?
Whip them out. Here we go. There we go. We got him. You know, kind of a win-lose. Because it's like, damning evidence. But also, Toko's gonna stick around. Maybe we purposely get this wrong and just take everybody out. Whoever killed her can leave.
She's fully equipped.
Oh my god. Why I kind of like this Toko.
Anywhere, anytime.
I don't know.
Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
I don't know. Queen of scissoring. Yeah.
Can you gutter dogs, all of you?
Who cares? Sorry. I'm in a really sleepy mood today, so I'm having trouble getting invested. It's okay, dude. Don't worry.
No idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
So confused.
The body really was suspended, right? And
I mean,
nobody
look,
but the
yeah.
police knew about that.
Nobody but the police and Byakuya. And in other news, the file was publicly available to us. It's in the library that we all have access to. Everybody.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal.
We didn't. Byakuya just said so and nobody interrupted him. Oh my god. Whatever. Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Oh, I can't look. Unless... This is so dumb. It was, yeah, the twink. Okay.
Here's my answer.
Gotcha!
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yeah, very obvious.
You'd have
Twink
no
death.
problem
Yeah.
gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
The stream is infinitely different from the Minecraft ones. Yeah.
Plus,
That's accurate.
You already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
I suppose. This dude's got nothing to say.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Clearly not. Clearly not. Clearly not.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it.
I think he rearranged it just to fuck with us and is not the killer.
Adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Can you just kill him if you love him that much? Can you just be the next... Can you just go ahead and kill him and then that'll take care of both of you in one fell swoop?
What's your response? I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
This is so boring.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Bro, that's irrelevant.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
I don't remember that. Locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Seems nobody searched the locker rooms. It started the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
You're a pervert!
Naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
I guess.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
We didn't know who the victim was at the time.
There's something very strange.
Okay then. What's so strange? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
Shut up! My god, it's a clear contradiction to what you just said. You need to make it clear to everyone! Oh my god. New element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Okay. We're gonna add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can be shot once as a truth bullet. This is gonna get really confusing by the 10th trial. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it'll disappear from your truth cylinder. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe wise to memorize a different weak spot and make your case. When's the best time to flash back? You'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? I guess. Shut up! Shut up! Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Steel trap.
So, you said Byakuya
Mine.
was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the
Come on.
opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
It's not
victim
true.
was Chihiro, who was a
We
girl.
didn't know that at the time!
Forced
Fuck!
to suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for relentless distractions.
What's so strange?
Okay. Shut up, bitch. Alright, here we go.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
I'm absorbing your intellect!
Weird... how?
if you're presented with the opportunity to check a natural...
The victim was Chihiro.
Fucking...
No.
I'm never gonna get these controls down. Yes!
I'll tell you what's so strange about that.
Tell him.
Up until we actually discovered the body, We couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit.
You can also hold space to slow them down. Ooh, that's helpful.
Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
I guess so.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Okay. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
Matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. He's testing me or whatever.
There is. I think.
Extension cord.
More to it. Think about it.
Extension cord.
We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
It's the cord! Oh my god!
The culprit, you mean?
Everybody moves so fucking slow in this game. I can't take it. I can never play this again with a sore throat. The difference between the case is the cord. Oh my god. Hurry! I'm getting older. Steadily.
What? The difference between the cases?
Buh.
You want me to explain it again?
Please, I guess.
When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
That's true.
Same scissors to arrange the body.
Also true.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope.
Extension cord.
It absolutely was.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Shut up.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
Lie boy.
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
You're stupid. You dumb ass bitch.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before.
Actually, what is, oh my god. I hate this guy's voice. I'm sorry. I don't want to be mean to the voice actor because he's very talented, but like, shut up. Actually, you have seen this before.
That extension cord?
That extension cord?
Extension
God.
cord?
If you look closely.
You've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Actually, oh my god. We're doing an ad break. We're doing an ad break. Let me find some aquarium footage. I'll be right back, guys. There we go. All right, gamers. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. That was my first time banning a guy. Hooray. Alright. Let's get back to work. Here we go. Fish going away. Focus up. Get the game back open. We're flashing back to the lamp. Who cares? Use the extension cord. Yeah, we were all there. We were all there. Everybody was there.
Same extension cord that was in the library all this time went
Gone.
missing after the murder.
Huh?
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
It's true.
Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Thanks for stealing my thunder, dude.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this?
Yeah. Let's hear it, brother.
I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message.
Uh-huh.
I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is
Uh-huh.
that about right?
Loosely, yeah. He's doing it again. He's totally calm. Totally unconcerned. Totally hot. As if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I guess.
Don't disagree with not disagreeing.
I don't care.
You're calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
No. No.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second?
Wow, nice one.
I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Yeah.
We
Probably.
don't really need to. We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
And what's that?
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Why why would you need to change the rooms or whatever?
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
I don't think so.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath.
I definitely think you did that
What
part.
about all that bothers you?
Wait. Was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said is the truth? Nope. I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. Scene of the crime.
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
But I
Are
disagree.
you sure about that?
I don't
Isn't
think...
it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
I don't think... I don't think so.
How disappointing.
I don't think he's... I don't think it's true.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Answer it.
She was
Fuckface.
found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
There is no question about
How could
that.
the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
You simple-minded fuck.
I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later.
Yes.
Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yes.
Rest of the murder scene?
Yes.
That was awfully specific.
Uh-huh.
Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
I never mentioned how bizarre it is that they somehow got blood on the poster without getting any blood on the wall. Feels a little odd. Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed?
Oh my god, I've found something even he couldn't discover.
Come on, Makoto. If
Yeah.
there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
I got proof, bitch. Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched in the boys and girls locker rooms. There were actually like multiple. It was the posters and the rugs. Rug. Present. What do you mean? First I have to prove that they're gonna want me to do the posters, but both could be proof. Whatever. That's fine. Okay, they want me to pick the posters. 2 locker room posters.
I got it.
Whatever.
The proof
fine.
that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
I guess.
Your proof is some posters?
The
Yes.
poster in the girls' locker room was
I guess.
a picture of a big boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange?
They can't all be big boobed. I'm kind of an alt guy. I can't help myself. I'm more of a small boobed supermodel kind of guy.
Why would the girls'
Sue me.
locker room have a poster like
Lock
that?
me up, please, and then chain me to the bedposts. Sorry.
Those massive jugs of hers were totally
Okay.
fake.
We can move on, Toko.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
They can't be that popular. I've never even heard of them.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
I guess.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You know better than anybody that you dropped a massive shit on that carpet.
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
That's what I call it.
Protein coffee? While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
I love the way she says carpet. It's very satisfying.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No. No. It's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Here it is. Present.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed
Protein
away.
protein in coffee is diabolical. Yeah, dude, she'll be shitting fire.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
No
That's
way.
Definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
I know.
Does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yes.
But why would anyone do that?
Because oh my
The
god.
murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible. Don't you think? What?
Yes.
In other words, in order to completely
God.
swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
Well then what was Chihiro doing in the boys' locker room? Was she the one who took one of the unused like mono pads to get in? Is it gonna be like the first case again where we find out that Chihiro was actually again trying to kill someone and it backfired? That would be pretty interesting.
By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I don't know, I guess.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
I don't know.
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually,
I still don't know.
bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room?
With the
in first place?
monoped! Or whatever.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook
E-handbook.
across the card reader device. But Chihiro's
Where did I get
handbook
monopad?
only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
It
She
sounded
had
so
no way
natural.
to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Let's hear it, dude.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten in the boys' locker room somehow? He's about to say the dumbest shit you ever heard, and I can't wait. I really like Hiro. He's become one of my favorites. Broken e-handbook. Yes.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
She was the
Oh.
ultimate programmer after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem.
Forgot
for
that's
her.
the whole point of what I'm supposed to do.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Yeah.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah.
That. She could
I
get into
truly
the
don't
boys'
know which one of those I'm
locker room,
supposed to
no
contradict. I'm just gonna fire at the first one.
Is it really? Could Chihiro really?
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Okay. I guess. Whatever. There's some proof that contradicts what I said. I mean, is the whole point that I'm supposed to...
Really possible?
Whatever. The whole point is that I'm supposed to, like, assume that the broken handbook broke during the murder, which feels like a crazy assumption to make.
I'm talking about Leon's hand.
I guess not. I guess not.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook...
Oh, Leon's is the one that... Okay. I forgot. Leon's handbook was broken. Well, no. Leon's handbook would be completely battered after his execution. Wasn't there like a whole dialogue thing with Monokuma where he exclusively said that they have a weakness, but the weakness isn't blunt force, and they can survive any level of depth and force? Because I think Monokuma went out of his way to explicitly say that the E-handbook did survive the execution, but they have a separate weakness. So
I am struck silent by how
it'll happen.
quickly you gave up.
It'll happen.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
No, there's a loophole or whatever.
It states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
That's terrible. I can tell what they went for, but the way they translated it is stupid.
In other words, you can borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
I guess because the verb loaning refers to the person giving and borrowing refers to the person taking. So it's like the act of giving it is prohibited, but just taking it without anyone else giving it to you is allowed. I guess. I suppose.
Of course,
I suppose.
if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then,
Yeah.
she must have hackers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
I was gonna say, he's gonna hate that.
Handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So if she didn't
I
use
guess.
Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
No.
Seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Yeah, because the other ones are Sayaka's and Junko's. Well, do we know for a fact that Leon's is the one that's broken? All I ever checked was there's plenty of possibilities, by the way, but I'm still on the handbook part. The only one we ever explicitly checked was that we know Sayaka's survived. We didn't check the others, but like, I think we should have every single person in this circle turn their handbook on right now and see if any of them have a name on them that isn't themselves. That's what I would do. If I was leading this debate, I'd say, everybody right now turn on your handbook. Because when it opens, it says your name. And I wonder if someone turns on their handbook and it says Leon. Whatever Leon last name. That's too logical? Yeah, clearly. No, stop! Not yet. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? No, we just proved... It's fine. But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
I guess.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
Thank you.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm shocked I didn't... I'm shocked I didn't think of this earlier. Damn, because I was right on it. I've been right on it every time with predicting what social issue this game is going to be really insensitive about. I nailed it with dissociative identity disorder. Immediately. I knew that's where this was going. This is One trial, two slurs. Yeah, this is absolutely going to be really insensitive about trans people. That's exactly what it's going to be. And that's why they switched rooms, is because they're going to be like, Chihiro's actually a he. And then it's going to be like, oh, so that happened. But then the killer was like, but nobody else knows that, so I got to change the... Whatever.
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
No!
Come see something.
No! Just finish! Oh my god.
Just what do you think you're doing?
We're about to hangman the fucking T-slur. This game is crazy.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
It won't,
I'm sure that
dude.
must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
No.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Okay.
For real? Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
They're 100% gonna call Chihiro a cross-dresser. That's the word they're gonna use. I'm so, like, I've never been more sure of anything. I feel like I'm learning this game the way I learn a foreign language. They're absolutely gonna use that term. Like, you know it's true.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yeah. I guess. So before I even knew it was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. Oh my god. And where she took us was... Yup.
The girls'
Oh.
locker room?
Yeah, they're gonna have some gross scene. Oh my god, this is the worst. This is the worst.
This place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I like you, Taka.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body
I'm
one more
okay.
time.
I'm okay. You want to check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
I'm still
Like
here.
Using our hands?
I just want to be a little farther away.
No way, no way, no way, no way, no way!
Stop! Stop! Ah, God!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over
Taka!
the girl's dead body.
We love Taka. Good stuff. That's my guy. That's my guy. Love it. Bar is so low. What's his ultimate again? Ultimate good boy? Should be.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just based on religious grounds, you know?
That's your... Okay. What
Very
the fuck?
well. I'll do
Okay,
it.
I'll come back. I'll come back. Sakura, yeah. Sakura, you can do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
The fuck?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Probably.
So
I
just
guess.
leave this to me.
I don't know.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Big boob supermodel. Yeah, it's gonna be like when they give kids shots and they're like, look at the horse, and they have like a poster on the wall. Everybody look at the boobs. Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Kyoko could have just said it. Yup. Why? This is so uncomfortable.
Not possible. It's not possible.
Yeah, why did she say, like, make sure you examine everything? Just tell her where to go. Or just tell people. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Oh god, her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
What do we think is coming? I tremble in fear at the thought of what dialogue line might come next.
Is a boy.
Could have been way worse. We're good. We're good. Still hard to... Fine.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
Very pleasantly surprised. It's not great still, but think about what he could have just said. Think about what he could have just said. Think about what specifically he could have just said. She said her pronouns were she, her. She was a woman, so let's respect that. Yeah, this could be referring to as was. That could be referring to at birth. We don't know how he's referring to was. Hate to be trying to, like, give Hifumi the benefit of the doubt here. I'm just trying to say that could have been way worse. I'm pleasantly surprised, given how this game has been going. She was actually a he. Could be referring to at birth. So, that's how I'm going to think about it. That's how I'm going to think about it. Okay. It's fine.
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
I trust you.
Then it's really true?
Yeah.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Why are they treating this like it's worse than the murder? Seriously?
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser?
Bingo!
Really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Bingo! 777 slot machine. Ding, ding, ding. Oh my god, I called that. Holy shit. That's crazy. Oh my god. Wow.
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
Why?
Interesting.
To be after... Whatever.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
All right.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial.
Can't wait for everybody to use he, him for the rest of the trial, despite Chihiro introducing herself to us as she, her. This fucking game, dude.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
Hiding it? To think that Chihiro was actually a guy. The thought had never even crossed my mind.
Because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then,
I'm ready for
there
this
should
to be
no issue
over.
with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I guess.
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well,
I never noticed Mondo's belt buckle. That thing is rad as fuck.
I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Ew!
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected.
This is awful. This is like the most uncomfortable I've ever felt on a live stream. Ugh, God. It's like skin crawling.
Very interesting. This
It's like,
very interesting indeed.
It's making me like panic. It's making my heart rate rise. Like doing like being I can't explain this. The best I can say to explain it, the feeling of having my face plastered onto a game that is describing these issues the way it is, and knowing that that is being broadcast to people is really freaking me out. It's like the best way I can explain it. Like something about, even though I know it's not about me, something about the action of like streaming this shit that makes me, that's like, ew, this is gross. And seeing just the chat move so fast of people who are, it's all negative and discomfort. My like heart rate is so high. This is awful. I hate it.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Don't worry, remember the game, not you. I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, like, regardless, it's like this is one of the worst experiences in terms of like how it's making my body feel.
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like genocide.
Let's get back to the trial part.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
Dumbass.
But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Dude, this is part of the process.
Going about all this, like he's enjoying us solving the mystery.
Dummy.
The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence,
well, it definitely has something to do with him.
How can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
Damn.
Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark
well,
it as correct?
I'm ready for him to die.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
That's what I thought.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No.
I am not effing with you right now.
That's where I draw the line. I will touch a dead body.
I find it very hard to believe.
He's crying. I love Taka, dude. This guy rules.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe.
Okay, I will.
You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say?
I don't know, I guess.
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No.
I'm with Makoto.
My God.
If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Yeah, it's a life or death. I know.
Because if
I know.
we're wrong, we all die here.
I know.
That's
I know.
True. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
I like you too, hero.
Have a mind of your own?
Okay.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway,
That's
let's
right.
discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
There we have like infinite time.
Very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Means we're keeping Toko and Byakuya. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer.
Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
I guess. But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. Killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means killer's a guy, I guess. Also, again. Well, I guess technically, but again, we still don't know that Leon's handbook is broken. Whatever. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy, I guess. But that's still not enough. Need to find some more clues. Yeah. That I agree with. That is not enough. Celeste's account. Dude, I don't fucking remember. It'll come back to me.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
I don't know, probably.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
Can't read. Okay.
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Yeah. Good point, hero.
Someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Celeste did, I guess.
All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Celeste.
It's all over.
Am I supposed to hit?
You want to know who saw the victim?
Celeste herself's not gonna speak up?
The killer. And only the killer.
No.
No.
Why is Celeste not butting in and being like, hey, everybody, I saw Chihiro and even talked about it to Makoto?
Someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Yeah, speak up, girl.
Yes, I did see him.
Thank you. What the hell?
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
I forgot how she says my name. I like
The
that.
rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Yes.
Whatever. Just hurry up and tell us.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Warehouse.
I
With
saw
a
him
bag.
stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Stuffing a track jacket
And
into a
then,
duffel bag.
I assume he headed off to exercise.
Okay.
A track jacket and a duffel bag.
It's not especially damning.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
Yes.
That is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What? I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
That's what struck. That's pretty
But
standard.
Why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Or not. I'm in a hurry most of the time, regardless of who's waiting for me, because I got shit I want to do. When I'm walking between classes, I'm like taking the left lane. I'm going by people. I'm weaving. Because I want to get to my class fast so I can be early, and then do a little bit of work on my laptop. Doesn't mean somebody's waiting for you. If I want to go to the gym by myself, I still hurry so that I have more time to screw around on my own time.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Allegedly.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was
I know it
hiding,
sucks, but the
right?
pronouns get cleared up later. Yeah. I'm going to echo this. At this point, folks in chat, we understand that this is a bad representation of these issues, and the way pronouns are being used is unsavory. That is true. I'm not going to defend that, but it's like, we got it. So there's some people, even if it wasn't, there are some people who are saying apparently this does get cleared up later. And then even if not, it's like, we get the picture. Obviously, it's like super annoying. I'm not defending it. But like, we got it. Let's just like try to try to get through this trial that I hate. I just popped a piece of candy corn into my mouth. It's just like, I've seen a lot of messages of people saying like, it gets cleared up later. So let's just try to hang in there. Be patient. Sometimes we just gotta move on. And know that does not mean, is Therm brushing important social issues under the rug? Let's just get through it. Okay. Jesus.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
I guess.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Do I? I truly don't know. This is not like the last trial where I like fully knew who the killer was immediately. I actually have no clue.
You know who the killer is.
I don't.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
A blue track jacket and a duffel bag.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Just tell us.
You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that.
Why did you say that like it was a bad idea?
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
We already have
Maybe,
enough to make the
but
connection.
We can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Okay, then let's do that.
You to say.
Yeah, just let her speak.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Apparently. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. This is the first time I've been actually stumped in these trials. I don't know. I don't know what about that jacket connects to somebody.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
I agree.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
We can tell.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Nobody cares.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really
We gotta run this back.
get me closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
Shh,
way.
shh, shh,
Not a
shh,
chance.
shh, shh.
You heard him, right? What he just...
Oh. How did he know?
First of all, we know where
Fuck!
Chihiro was
No!
headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have
Oh
to
my
ask,
god, I cannot explain how sad I am
why
right
did he
now.
choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
No, that's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Do
god, I am legit. I'm floored. Genuinely shocked. I was so sure. This whole trial is crazy. I was so sure that both Chihiro and Mondo would go really far. Because like it seemed like both of them had like were built for such great character arcs. Are they really just gonna pick off all the interesting ones? I get that they're gonna do that because they want the player to, they want to have these moments where you're like, no, but it's also like that also makes the like prospect of the rest of the game really bleak when we're just gonna be left with like the 3 least interesting people by the end of it. That's really annoying. Damn, that is so that is 2 for 2 of my like some of my favorite characters being killers. That is so tough.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
Cannot believe after all this dumbass topsy-turvy bullshit, the big damning evidence was that the like cliche like, how did you know it was blue? You gotta be kidding me.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
What was the connection Kyoko was talking about? Because when she said that, he hadn't had that slip yet. So I still don't know the connection that Kyoko's talking about. I'm sure it'll be revealed, but I don't know.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
Literally no connection. She was just trying to get someone to slip. That is so... Whatever.
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
Yeah.
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The
Taka's gonna
valuable
be
clothes were surely
crushed.
disposed of by the
Oh my
time we began
God.
our investigation.
Then the only
I
reason
hate
we know
everything
what color
about this
tracksuit
trial.
was-
Everything. Everything. This is awful. I hate who died. I hate who the killer was. I hate the really insensitive shit. I hate the second instance of really insensitive shit. I hate how many interesting plot lines are just going to be destroyed by Mondo leaving. Oh my god.
Is if he saw Cherry with it before he died. That's the
Cherry.
only possibility.
Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either.
No.
According to Celeste's testimony,
Stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It's almost like she was trying to hide it. Just like that she was gone, but also, you know, in the picture, there was a sleeve hanging out, so what if it... Whatever.
when Celeste
fine.
noticed it,
It's just
Chihiro
denial, I
made
guess.
a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit
A lot of
was.
people said that there's a lot of, like, graphic stuff in this game, so I think his execution is gonna be that, like drawn and quartered, but with motorcycles. That's my guess.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
God.
But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it?
That's horse shit.
Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
I
That's
guess.
right. However,
Definitely not. She's just agreeing with it to look cool.
Mondo was my target all along.
Yeah.
I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
Why is that?
Why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. I don't know the way he talked.
There was a certain turning point that tipped
she
me
liked
off.
that.
Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude.
Just like the definition of circumstantial evidence. I call everybody dude. I guess it's like it's different for Mondo and everybody's different. I feel like at this point, dude is absolutely, at least when it's used in that context, I feel like dude is gender neutral. I use it as dude. I use dude as gender neutral. I use dude, man, and bro as gender neutral. I also use girl as gender neutral. Regardless of who's talking to me, I will say, girl, shut up. I will call everybody dude and man, and bro, guys. Whatever. I remember this. Oh my God. I had completely forgotten about it. It was all the way back in freshman year. It was like when I had first started streaming. All this like drama happened in chat because I used guys to refer to everyone. And then like 5 separate people like came forward and were really upset with me for saying guys. It was like 5 separate people who were like, not a guy. So clean that up. And I was like, okay. Sorry. My fault. Anyway, it was in a Stardew Valley stream, I remember. Yeah, it was. It took so long to like clean up the mess because even when we tried to move on from it, they kept just like bringing it back. It was like, no, we can't move on from this. It's like, we can though. After you just killed him and referred him as dude.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
I guess.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
It's true.
Mondo, was it really you?
Damn, bro, I gave him so many presents.
Did you really kill Chihiro?
Well, the bright side of that is that I took advantage of the time I had with him before it was too late. I really got a lot of time in.
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth.
And other things.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that. This is a false accusation.
He was gonna be a carpenter. But all he built was little houses of lies.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
And all we built was a relationship that went nowhere.
That was fast.
Well, this does present
Damn,
us with a
dude.
problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Oh God.
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
Tell us.
If you really insist, then...
You bet it's about to be extremely relevant.
Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Very relevant. You found it on the ground, right? So it must belong to... Oh, Chihiro's? Yeah.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed.
Uh-huh.
I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
So that one's busted.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
Not possible.
I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take
Waterproof,
an
shock
awful lot to
resistant,
break one.
ballistic, impact resistant.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Why is Leon's broken?
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Oh.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
We gotta have Mondo turn on his handbook. Oh my god.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. Weak point.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
It broke in the sauna. I bet you that's it. I bet it's heat.
You remember that?
I bet it's overheated in the sauna. Well, then shouldn't Taka's also be broken?
But I never told anyone what
No, because he didn't have his clothes on.
was.
Fuck! Damn it. Because Taka just had a towel, but Mondo had all his shit on him. Oh.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Mondo should just listed and stripped. Yeah, seriously.
We can only
He only has
assume that
himself to
someone's
blame.
figured out its weakness.
I have.
You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma?
I do.
So, what is it?
You're asking me?
Oh my
I think
god,
it's a
please.
necessary piece of information.
Please, please, hurry, hurry. Please.
Oh well,
Just-
then allow me to make a special
Okay.
announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook
The gay sauna
is
scene was plot relevant. I knew it would be.
when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break.
I was hoping they'd let me figure that out.
I flippin' knew it.
How did Leon's break then? I bet you it didn't. I bet you it didn't. I bet you the broken one that we assumed was Leon's is actually Mondo's, and Mondo has Leon's on him. So they're gonna make Mondo turn his on. It's gonna say Leon. I'm so sure of it.
Because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Why did you not say that?
Temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees.
That's a lot.
Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin.
Nobody cares.
If the hot air of the sauna were somehow
Legit,
pushed
no one
directly
cares.
onto your skin, you definitely get fried.
Didn't he use the incinerator from like a really high distance? He didn't throw his handbook at it.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
I don't care.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Wait, do we confirm to have two separate broken handbooks yet?
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Mondo's the one who would know that that would work.
Somehow knew its weakness.
Somehow.
How'd they find out?
Going in the
Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Oh my god.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
Let's move it along. We're coming up on 2 hours now.
Found out by accident.
Oh my god.
What do you mean by accident?
Thank
What
you.
if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness?
Yeah.
And it broke.
Uh-huh.
They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be
Look at
hard to
Mondo.
figure
Great
out
poker
why.
face guy.
And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know
Makoto.
of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
Speak up! You saw it. You were there.
I might know someone who
Thank
did.
you. Jesus. Why do they always wait for the other one to finish? It's a life or death. Whatever.
Seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Oh my god, this is such a bummer. He's actually fighting demons inside. That is so sad. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? Had to be the one who wore all their clothes. Select, so yeah, the person we've been like on top of the whole time. See you, pal.
Here's my answer. Mondo.
I'll miss you.
Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
Yep.
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go, dude.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember?
I will say, as shitty as the writing is in this game, and as insensitive as they are about most things, the way they handled this really gray area gay relationship, I think was wonderful. This is like the only writing of the game that I actually enjoyed. Like, that's a really clever double entendre. It's really fucking funny.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
That's correct.
But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets.
Yep.
And when it was all over,
Positive
Mondo
masculinity,
discovered that
that's
taking
right.
your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's ad time. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm so tired. I'm starting to slow down. Eyes are closing on their own. Okay. But I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Really? Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, and card reader. Broken, probably.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Yes.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Uh-huh.
My goddamn handbook works just fine.
I don't know. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Bang! I hate you. I'm kidding. I'll miss you.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
Turn it on!
The broken handbook that was in the main hall. Isn't that one actually yours?
Yes.
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook
Yeah.
for the one that actually works.
Yes.
I think he took Leon's handbook and
Yes.
replaced it with his own.
I've been saying this since the start. I was way ahead of the game on this one.
After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right. The
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, y'all.
barely enough to destroy it.
Uh-huh.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Already said that.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right
Already
now
said that as well.
is actually Leon's. Yes?
Already said that. I don't know why you're trying to take credit for the things that I
Violate the school
just said.
regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Again, this point has been covered.
Well, here's how I look at it.
Oh my god.
There is a rule about loaning your
We're
handbook
not.
kind
We're
of
not.
as such.
Well,
We already
I'm
talked
happy
about
to
this.
admit I made a mistake.
Okay.
But
Son of a bitch. What's
Sorry.
wrong, bro? Come on. Tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Let it go, son.
okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time?
Oh my god. I forgot they make you do this.
That way, everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
I guess so. Here we go. All right, Chihiro, stuff in the bag. Oh, Celeste's here. Hi, Celeste. Celeste's like, okay. Okay. And then, oh, it's a secret. Don't look. Bye. Act 2. Here I am. Okay, let's look ahead. Next one. Hi. Hello. Let's work out together. Boy locker in. There we go. Click. Going in. Hello, here I am. Hello. Nice to meet. Not meet. We know each other. Hello. I'm going to put my things away. I'm just putting my things away. Dumbbell. Here I am. Poster. Blood on the poster. There you go. You did it. Okay, that facial expression makes it look like it was an accident. Dead. Act 3. Okay, I gotta move the rug. Damn, that's a shame. Take this poster down. Pick it up. Clatter, clatter, clatter. I guess. Oh, wait, no. Oh, wait, because that's the other one. It's the one from the main hall. I actually do not know what this is about. Okay. This one's blowing my mind. I'll come back to it. Let's eliminate some more. Okay, this is when Byakuya comes in. Sees that. And then gets the cord. This is tough. This is really tough. Draws it on. There we go. All done. Then Act 5. opening this doorway to the sauna, throwing it in the sauna to destroy the evidence. Okay, which means this one is dumbbell. Go!
Exactly what happened. First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Let's.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct?
Correct.
At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Blue jacket.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
I guess.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out.
Celeste did not
It
answer.
was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room.
Yes.
But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Beep beep.
Simple, because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Correct.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yes. I do follow.
That the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
I really am eager to see what caused this. What caused Mondo to do this. I think it's gonna be, it's definitely, he has some insane secret that can't get out.
And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
I don't understand that part. That's fine.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
I don't like this part. All right, well, dumbbell is not correct. Not this shit. No, because that's over there. Pool. I don't fucking know. Oh, girls, dumbass. I didn't even see that one. The colors were so dark, I thought I already used it.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, then
Yep. Okay, we're good.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's
handbook
was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl.
Bing.
After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Noted.
And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
You might. You just might.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Yakuya discovered the body.
Why?
And decided
What was the
to
purpose of any of this?
intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
I guess just to get Toko's secret out was the whole point. I suppose that makes sense. Still really fucking creepy.
Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. Throwing it in the sauna. Oh, the sauna is technically in the pool.
The killer is you!
I'm never gonna get one of these clean.
And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yeah, and then it broke or whatever.
Just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
We did it. We really went and did it.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Allegedly. Okay. Yeah, what do you think, boy?
No, this can't be right. Where's your evidence? Yeah, where's your evidence? You need evidence. You need proof.
That was all.
Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him.
All of that was evidence. Evidence that Mondo's the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Dude, just ask him to turn on his handbook. New elements been added. Would you like to hear more? I guess. Why are there always more? Talk a little bit about fever time, and I'm not saying that. During a bullet time battle. This game is really trying to get me in hot water. Jesus, I should never have streamed this. Oh my god. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate, and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push right mouse button, left mouse button, right mouse button, whatever, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out. I already forgot what that control was. Wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special times. You also prefer something called negative time that your opponent can use. The opponent activates it during bullet time battle. Tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point... No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, whatever. Till then, good luck and have fun. I don't remember how to play. I don't remember how to do this part. I also wasn't paying attention. I don't remember what button I'm supposed to hit for mega super time. Fever time.
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong.
It's like broken.
I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Oh, it's a little early.
Show me some evidence.
How do I do it?
I won't listen. False. You're corrupt.
It's so broken.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
That was really funny. Walking home from work, let me skip the comic section. God bless. Oh my god.
Must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon.
Yeah, so I'm turning it on.
We can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Yeah.
Once we do that,
We don't gotta do that.
Well, let's do it anyway.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Damn. Hey. I'm a perfect boy. I'm the very best. I feel like a winner champion. Get 84 medals.
Bro, what are you saying?
You saying, bro?
No choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
God, why'd you say it like that? Okay.
Wait, hold
on. Okay.
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank. Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
Taka's never gonna grab Mondo's lever and give it a yank ever again. This dude is heading out. That is so sad. They keep picking off all my favorite characters, man.
Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
The right one, it's,
What's
you
it
know,
gonna be? What's it gonna
it's been confirmed at this point. Dog, we get the picture. Go watch Mondo get run over by a motorcycle or something. His hair is so wild. I always forget. Therm likes a character, they're guilty. Yeah, next killer is gonna be Taka, probably.
What?
Whatever. Oh god, I forgot. My throat. Okay, let's do it. Here we go.
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada.
Fart, dude.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading that's so sad. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone. Sorry. Why are you apologizing? Why? I'm not reading all those. Why? Why'd you do it?
Now then.
Well, looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually,
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
That's very helpful, actually. Thanks, dude.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy.
This is gonna get tough.
He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will ever be human. Now nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tight.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken a root deep inside of him. It was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. It only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak, 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 weak.
Okay.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets.
This is horse shit.
Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
Whatever.
Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before.
This is because canonically Chihiro is not trans, though it is a popular headcanon. Okay, so Chihiro is actually canonically not trans. So everyone's saying... okay, so that's why earlier when everyone was upset about the he, him, it's like technically it's not misgendering. This is still stupid. This is still really stupid. Anyway.
Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
Wow. So when I said that they would use the term cross-dresser in like a really negative way, technically the closest they were to the quote truth. This is stupid. This is dumb. Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are. Okay, that's right. I don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone. Okay, so that's... I see now.
Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's why he didn't want to go swimming. He was like so adamant about like, I don't want to go swimming. I don't want to go to the locker room because it would have... I see. I understand. I understand. This is dumb.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm gonna get stronger. Just... whatever. I'm gonna get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so...
dude is bullied, so he pretends to be a girl, then is revealed when his... this is revealed when his peers are pressured to feel up his dead body. They then misgender him before they find out he isn't actually trans. This is tough. This is a tough one.
That day, he whatever, who cares? But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he'd get at it. Because he died.
Hey,
when he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
Whoops.
Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Huh. Maybe talking to Mondo about it help give me some courage. Oh. This is accidentally attributed to Chihiro.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
It's like the third time that's happened in this game.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
This is awful. So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room to the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
Could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro or whatever. But how does moving the body keep his secret? Please keep up, Aoi. Please keep up. Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room. Okay. Then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? It's true. Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed? Yeah, explain yourself, boy. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Let's hear it. Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. It's secret. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed. What's your embarrassing thing? That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. What did you do, Mondo? Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone? It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'm dying over here. How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory. That secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother.
That is a pretty big deal. Mondo's secret ain't even that bad. I don't know, man. That's pretty bad. Having the whole world know about fratricide. I feel like that's pretty bad. How did it happen?
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone.
His bro?
Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada.
What the fuck is that guy's name from Hunter x Hunter? He looks like that guy. I don't remember his name because I watched that like 2 years ago very quickly and then forgot it all. What was that dude's name? Some guy from Hunter x Hunter that looks identical to this man from behind at least. Anyway. I'm looking for names. He looks like Josuke. Well, yeah. But I'm thinking of Hold on.
Knuckle! That was his name. Knuckle.
Hunter, Knuckle. Okay, let me look at that. It's the same exact person. Let me go there. In the game. And back to there. It's like the exact same thing. Exact same thing. Back to the game. Okay, we're done. Anyway. Ow! Jesus! Oh my god, that really hurt. Whew! Oh god, I can't talk too much. What's gonna happen again? I just like had to cough and it caused like really bad reflux. Ow!
Yeesh. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Vroom, vroom. That's such an awkward animation.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a loyal motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two is Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy.
This is why I'm saying, like, how could you ever read Monokuma in any voice besides Southern? Are you kidding me? Everything was peaches and gravy.
But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
Yeah. The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and the whispers of all the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I just...
Okay. I gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
Well.
But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
So he didn't kill him. Daya died and it was Mondo's fault, is a better way to phrase that. It wasn't like premeditated murder. That is so not his fault. It is his fault. It is his fault. But you also can't phrase it as Mondo killed his brother. Whatever. It's fine.
Laying in his kid brother's arms.
But Mondo feels guilt for his death. Mondo thinks he killed his brother. Yeah, but I'm saying the note was from the perspective of Monokuma. From like an outsider's perspective, that is not a proper way to phrase that.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry. Okay. Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Dia never blamed him for what happened. Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. Anyone ever tell you how similar your voice is to mine? No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Because it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. And then he died. He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, I viewed as Monokuma purposefully using Mondo's guilt against him so he feels more despair. Well, yeah. I see why I did it. I'm just saying, like, just making conversation, like saying, like, that's not, I wouldn't phrase it that way in court. Monokuma definitely did that on purpose to get someone to kill. But at the same time, I feel like you didn't have to kill somebody. Mondo, don't you think that was a little rash? In order to whatever, I'm yawning. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, yeah, Makoto shit the bed in 5th grade. Not even shit, he pissed the bed. The team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Dia was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. Damn. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother. I'm strong. Strong. And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. Sing! And then the lovely, the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his older brother. Whatever. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. Then you could have been a carpenter. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. That's a new drawing. Mondo. Whoops. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. Just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. Wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you. But why? Why now? Why are you telling this to me all of a sudden? Huh? So that voice line is insane. Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
Look at that. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever. His words were like a knife. Oh, his words were like a knife in my gut. Why are you thinking this to yourself? I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us. Well,
you piece of...
So what? You saying I should just say it?
What?
You saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret? Huh? I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try to overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What? What?
What? Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. You fucking with me right now?
No.
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo. Yeah. I'll show you how strong. I feel like I could hear someone starting to creak. Or something. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back and let my secret get revealed? Ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Oops.
Damn you!
Why did you have to tell me all that? You trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
They only voice act sometimes, and only parts. No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. Wham. Get a hold of yourself, man. I don't remember anything after that. They gotta stop playing that voice clip. It makes me so uncomfortable. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. My throat's killing me. Hey! I killed him.
I killed Chihiro.
There we go.
Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
He keeps shitting himself. Yeah, every time they play that voice clip, a little more comes out. He's normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. Weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. God damn. Thanks, guys.
Look at him. You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood.
That was so loud. Yeah, it's because I had the music turned all the way up, so it clipped the mic. Sorry, guys.
He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't.
You bastard. Just shut up, you son of a bitch. But he never curses. Go ahead. Say that again. I dare you.
Yep. Okay. I'll say as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Because it's time for the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution? I'm the only one who's allowed to punish him.
That's what I promised you, right?
Oh, shut up.
The blacking that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No, wait.
Let's give it
There we go.
It's punishment.
Let's end this live stream soon. Throat's fucking killing me. He's gonna say sorry.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
What promise did you make? Okay. I wonder what kind of promise they made in the song. We're gonna get out of here and we're gonna marry each other. My husband found guilty. Time for the punishment. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, he's on the bike. Oh, he's got a little pompadour. Huh? Oh, are they gonna put him in one of those, those circus cages and then just like slowly close the walls in? Or are they just gonna go so fast? Yeah, okay. They're just gonna go so fast with such a tight turn radius that his spinal fluid is just gonna like drain from his body. Alright, well that's not as graphic as I thought it would be. Well, no, they're just gonna electrocute him to death, I guess. Alright, well. In terms of silliness factor, this one definitely has the last one beat. The last one was a lot more bleak because he was just getting pelted to death. Wow, yeah, he was completely vaporized. Well. Are we serious? Is that supposed to be a metaphor? Is that supposed to be a reference to that one story about the like tiger who like ran in circles around the tree until it melted into butter? You guys know what I'm talking about? Because there were tigers on the sides. I can't remember the name of that book. I had it when I was little. It was like this kid was like up in a tree and the tiger wanted the kid and he was going in circles, and then the tigers like chased each other. And then they like melted into butter, and then he brought the butter home, and then they had like a massive amount of pancakes. And then at the end of the book, it's like he ate 70 whatever pancakes. Thurm, what kind of books are you reading? It's like a, I don't know if fable's the right term. I can't say anything around you people. When did I mention this? It was in some other video. I can never say anything that I experienced that you didn't. People can never just be like, no. Ever. People can never be like, no. It's always like, huh? Exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point. Therm, are you okay? Question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point. It's a fucking... I'm sure it's pretty well known globally. It's called Little Black Sambo. I forgot what it was called. I'm looking it up. Backyard Baseball, I think it was. You must be right. Yeah, that is always how it is with you people. Even when it's like something so freaking standard, sometimes I'll be like, oh my god, have y'all ever seen Blood? And everyone's like, huh? What? Say fucking no. Little Black Sambo. Yes, and he has like an umbrella, and he has like a shirt and pants, and he like gives them to the tigers, like the various little articles of clothing that he was wearing. Yeah. I can't find the exact version of it that I had. You know, I'm scrolling through these book covers and yeah, mine definitely did not look like this. Oh my god, you gotta be fucking kidding me with that one. Yeah, they are really racist. Yeah, some of these covers are extremely racist. I can't find the one that I had. The art style of the one that I had, I remember I really liked. It was very comforting. Damn. I'll have to ask my mom about it. Okay. Anyway. Back to work. Mondo's dead.
Laugh at death and your soul will forever be at peace.
Apple Day sounds fun. That's right. It was when I was talking about Apple Day. That's the best example because, like, isn't that such an insanely tame concept? The idea of elementary school having Apple Day. Isn't that such a, like, chill and pretty believable thing? That's what sparked it. It's because I had some stream where I was like, did y'all have, like, an Apple Day at your elementary schools? And everyone was like, huh? In all caps, like a bunch of punctuation points. And being like, what? Question mark? It's Apple Day. What is so fucking insane about Apple Day? It's not like I said, like, oh, you guys also into hardcore shit. It's Apple Day. It's something like that with pumpkins. We also had a pumpkin day. We had both. We did not have a carrot day. We did apples and we did pumpkins. Anyway. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, another execution. Hey, I'm creating a new headcanon. So Mondo lost his brother. My new headcanon, the reason they kept calling each other bro and that time brother, is that Taka also had a brother that he was very close to that he lost, and that was like their pact, their like promise, is that they were gonna be like brothers to each other. That's my new theory. All y'all are gonna hate it because it's not it doesn't imply that they're having gay sex. But I think it would be nice. I want to feel again. Okay, Makoto. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Well, that guy's letting it happen. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course he had to. Yeah. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game. Byakuya.
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that. A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do, because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. Yeah, that's what I figured. His voice is calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night when the murder took place, it was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. How did you stumble upon him returning to your room in the girls' locker room? I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. Oh. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. Well, you mean you actually witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him. Damn. So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene. But damn, man, if we had figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. Okay, so he's going to try and kill me.
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yep. We're done listening to your story. Moving on. I want to end the stream. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Oh. I just physically felt my breaking point when I thought about doing Sakura's voice right now. We're done. Like, I literally felt myself inside tip over to the like, nope, no more. We're done. We're done for the day. I am going to rest my throat. I'm gonna rest my throat and have some, I don't know, milkshake. Oh wait, my mom sent me. Oh, my mom must be on the stream. She sent it to me. Ours was here it is. The story of Little Babaji. This is the one. This is the one. Let me pull this up. The story of Little Babaji. Yay! Here it is. This is the one I'm used to. These drawings. This one we had. Let me zoom in so you can see. Look at my tabs. We've got aquarium, fish tank, relaxing Pokemon music, streaming ads manager, and then watch SpongeBob SquarePants. I've been, whenever I play 2K on my own time, I just put an episode of SpongeBob on my second monitor. This is it. Yeah, that's right, because, yeah, his mom makes him a lovely coat and trousers, and he has a nice green umbrella. But then the tigers all say that they won't eat him if he gives them one of his lovely little articles of clothing. So eventually he's just down to his undies, and there are 3 tigers out there that have something cool, and then they fight over who looks the best, and then they chase each other in circles around a tree, and then they turn into butter, and then he brings the butter back to his mom, and they make pancakes. I loved this book. I read it like 100 times when I was little. All right, babies. That is all. See, it's just like Apple Day. Isn't this such a nice thing that we can all share, even though you didn't experience it in your life? Isn't it such a nice thing so you don't have to be like, what? Are you hallucinating? What? Isn't this such a nice experience we can now all share? All right.